Hi guys, welcome you all to M-CAD Foundation and hope you all are doing well. So in our last session I have covered Sketcher fundamentals in CATIA V5. So in this tutorial I'm going to cover commands of the Sketchers. So before starting commands like profile and other commands, so I'm going to tell you some basic functions of Sketcher. So this video is based on that. So let's start our session. So today I'm going to cover these two topics: the Sketcher workbench, that is the sketch positioning, and sketch tools. Okay, these two topics. So here we go. So first one is sketch and sketch positioning. Okay, so we all know that sketch while start sketch we have to go this command which is called sketch. Okay, so once you click in this, so it will allow you to different axes like top, front, and side. Different planes it will allow. Okay, so once you will select any of plane, it will as a default V and H, like vertical and horizontal, one axis will create. So based on that axis you will create your own sketch. Okay, and now coming to the position sketch. So what is position sketch? So position sketch defined user absolute axis. Okay, so in a sketch that is default from CATIA. Okay, but if you want to create a sketch by your own V and H, like your own direction of V vertical and H, so you have to choose position sketch. Okay, so I'll show you in CATIA. See here, file new, part. Okay, so here it is. Okay, sketch. So this is default sketch which I told you earlier. So this is default sketch and this one is position sketch. So if you select this default sketch, you have to select any of this plane. Okay, like front, side, or top, or either you can select here also. Okay, so I'm gonna select this front plane. So whatever that default V and H in this CATIA V5, it will automatically appear. Okay, so if I change this one, like if I select this position sketch, okay, so what I have to do is, see, I'll show you some of the features of this position sketch. See here, this is reverse H, reverse V, and swap. These, by using these of three, you can change your sketch vertical and horizontal by your own. Okay, I'll show you how to select any of the, like front. Select this front one. Okay, see what will have happened. If you select this front, vertical will appear in here and then horizontal. Okay, so what that means, this V represents this side, like vertical will appear on this direction and horizontal will appear on this direction. Okay, so this reverse H is means once you enable this one, what will happen, this H will be transferred to this side. Okay, opposite of this H. Okay, and if you enable this V, reverse V, what will happen, this V appear to this here. Okay, this side. And if you click swap, so swap means whatever the default like V or H, it will make as a vice versa. Okay, so H will be appear here and V will be appear here. Okay, so I'll show you the example. See that reverse H, reverse V. Okay, then what will happen, V will downside and H in this direction. Then I enable this one. Okay, swap, so V and H vice versa. Okay, once I press OK, so this is what my sketch command. Okay, sketch space exit workbench. Then I'll show you something in this position sketch, like have these all functions also. Okay, this one, positions, sliding and all, and here implicit, these are curve, middle point, base, center, and all those. So once I'll start that part modeling, so I'll use these all things. Okay, so on there I will show the other features of this also, sketch positioning. So basically it will use on a part modeling only, like if you create any 3D model and you want that 3D model in your own access to create some other sketch, so you can go through it, this sketch positioning. Okay, coming to the next, I hope you are clear with this sketch and this sketch positioning. And the next one is sketch tools. Okay, so before I'll start any profile command and other command, I told you earlier only, I'll start one more thing like sketch positioning. Okay, so select any of that plane, default sketch, and here it is. Okay, sketch positioning. In here I will show you, this one is grid option. Okay, grid and snap a point, and here is that construction element. Okay, here is that geometrical constant, and here is that dimensional constant. Okay, so I'll show you the each and every one, the meaning in this sketcher workbench. So once I enable this one, like grid option, so what will happen, like this kind of line will come. So it is a graphical structure like which divide and partition of that your space, and based on that you can judge your sketch easily. Like once you create any line like this, you create any line, so you can judge your sketch easily. Okay, I'll show you what is the meaning of these all lines in this grid. So you can see here some dotted lines are there. Okay, these are all the dotted lines, and here is one straight line. Okay, continuous line without any dotting. So what is the meaning of this all? So in grid, these all distance, like from here to here or from here to here, these all distance is showing that total like distance how much in this is space. Okay, so these all distance are 10 mm, here is 10 mm, here is 10 mm, and these straight and permanent lines, this is divided as a 100 mm. Okay, so each 100 mm this permanent line having this 10 mm slots of this dotted lines. Okay, so if you want you can change this with settings also. I'll show you how. Go to tools, option, here you have to select mechanical design, then sketcher, mechanical design, sketcher, then you go here, grid option. Okay, grid option. So here by default it is set as a 100 mm. Okay, and graduation is 10. As I told you, 100 is the main permanent lines, and these 10 mm is the each and every bracket. Okay, if you change this as a 200, okay, what will happen? So this will increase. Okay, these all lines show these lines. Okay, from here to here, this line increase. Now the dimension of these lines are 200 mm. Okay, 200 mm, and these all small cubical lines. Okay, like this dotted lines, this is 20 mm. Okay, so as I increase this one as a 200, so what happened next to these all participated as a 20 mm. Okay, so coming to the next, that is snap. Okay, so if I enable this snap, okay, so it is easy to me to find the point. Like if I select from here to here, so here it is showing 200 mm. Okay, as I set it. Okay, so 200 mm, here it is. If I use this dimension on this line, see, this is 200 mm. Okay, so by using this sketch grid and snap a point, so you can easily grab your points. So use based on these features, you can design your sketch easily. Okay, now coming to the next, that is construction element. Okay, construction element. So that is nothing like if I create any of line. Okay, and if I want to make that line as a construction, so what I have to do is I have to create I have to select this one, then here, so it will use as a sketch element. Okay, so here I'll create one rectangle. So, rectangle. I have to create one line here. I want to use this line, like this line as a construction element. So I have to select this one, enable the construction line. So this is created as a dotted line. Okay. So many of the sketches, like in later on, I'll give some practice session. So based on that practice, you can create some multiple of the sketches. So you have to use this line. Okay. Now coming to the next is dimensional constant and geometrical constant. Okay. So I'll show you this one. Now I'll create two rectangles for this rectangle, one more rectangle, this one. See, these all once I create rectangle, like this vertical and this horizontal will appear. Okay, so what will happen in this one? These are all constant. Okay, if I create one more rectangle and using this as my coincidence, this section, see what will happen? This vertical and horizontal inlining automatically it will appear. One more thing you can see, this coincidence, okay, with respect to this line, it will automatically appear. Why it will appear? Just because of this geometrical constant. Okay, if I off this one, what will happen? See, I'll create one more rectangle. You can see the difference here. Okay, here there's not any coincidence of this one. Okay, see, coincidence will not appear in here. And the second thing is this vertical, okay, this horizontal vertical constants, it is also not appear to this rectangle. Okay, not appear. So what I have to do, once again I have to click here on right, then I'll go through in horizontal, then again this is for vertical. So these all extra stuffs I have to do, like if I have not enabled this geometrical constant. Okay, and now coming to the dimensional constant. So if I on this one, okay, I'll show this corner fillet. Okay, see, this is radius something like 17. I change as a 10. Okay, enter. So this 10 easily it will appear. Okay, if I off this one and the same thing I want to do this rectangle. So see what will happen. This radius symbol, which where I can change that radius, it will not appear to here. Okay, why? Because this one, okay, dimensional constant, it is not enabled here. So due to this, that radius, that particular radius, okay, command, it will not appear here. So what I have to do, once again I have to go that constraint and select this one, then I have to on like this. So basically if you on this two one, so your sketch is easy to like form. Okay, so that is the meaning of this one. Okay, so if you want to save your time in sketches, so on this all. Okay, so easily you can grab your sketch. And this is last session, I think. So part one is finished. Command, like functions of command. So in our next part I'm gonna cover that profile command and other commands in sketcher, and based on that I will give some sessions also, like practice files. So please like, share and subscribe our channel, and if you have any doubt then comment on the video. And thank you very much. Thank you.